Ah, great, it's this douchebag. Welcome to Mega Man X5. Meet Dynamo. Okay, I don't hate Dynamo. In fact, I think he's pretty cool. It's just everything around him sucks. He's only in this game and in the next game, and that's it. He just vanishes. He's never seen again after X6. And no, he doesn't die either. He just leaves abruptly. Like, he's going to attack next time, but he never does. I do like his theme song though. It's pretty badass. But we'll be seeing more of Dynamo as the next two X games play out. The next Maverick on my hit list is Crescent Grizzly, also known as Grizzly Slash. And I'll be taking him on as Zero because, as you know it, you can actually switch between Zero and X anytime you want. Zero has a much more up-close and personal approach to his combat, and he does a lot of damage with his Z-Saber, but he's a bit more fragile than X is. Zero does indeed have a way to increase his defense, but it's a cheat code. And how you get that cheat code is pretty simple. You just go to New Game, you go to the character select and you highlight Zero, you press down 2 times and up 9 times. A sound will play when you did it correctly and you just press start as Zero and there you go, you have Black Armored Zero. And he's a bit tougher than the average Zero. I swear, Zero gets tapped and he dies very quickly. It's even worse in the Zero games, or at least the first 2 Zero games, where getting health extensions is a very convoluted process. But we'll be getting more into that eventually. Zero also works differently from X in that he does not get special weapons from bosses, rather special abilities that don't drain ammo, thankfully. You saw that weird sparky dash ability that Zero does? That's the weapon you get from Tidal Whale as Zero. So let me jump up this wall and, oh, spike bed. That's going to kill me if I go up there. But there's a secret up there too, so I'm gonna have to come back. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to X a la carte for the spike breaker armor so I could get up there. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work. I'm gonna have to find a Dr. Light capsule that will keep me safe from the spikes. Anyway, the core fight as Zero is kinda easy. You can just stand on top and your third slash will always hit down below. And this next part is kinda tricky. You gotta get off these cars before they explode, and you die instantly. But there's also an energy tank. Oh yeah, you have to watch out for those drills too. They kill you in one hit, and they're placed in the most dickish of ways. There's an energy tank at the end of one of these cars too. Right there. Oh good lord, that was close. At least the game gives you enough time to get off the train before it actually explodes. Okay, Zero can magically glide all of a sudden. The Dr. Light capsule is going to be up above. Hello, Dr. Light. You are Zero, aren't you? Who are you? Oh boy. I thought only X can activate these. Not just from a gameplay standpoint, but in general. But yes, it is possible for Zero to go to the Dr. Light capsules and give the parts to Mega Man X himself. The parts are only compatible for X though. Zero cannot equip these. God damn, there's so much text in this game! And also, how does Dr. Light vaguely know who Alia is? Barely? It's so weird. It's such a weird game. Anyway, we got the foot parts, but in a weird twist of fate, you cannot activate the foot parts until you got the rest of the armor set. Dr. Light does kind of explain it away as a security program to make sure you get all the armor upgrades, but I explain it as a flaw. Damn it, Dr. Light, just let me use the equipment. Oh yay, it's an even worse Slash Beast from Mega Man X4. I like Slash Beast better if you couldn't tell. And speaking of Crescent Grizzly, he is kind of more of an asshole, so I don't really feel bad about killing him. But I'm out of health, so I'm gonna have to kill myself. Crescent Grizzly is pretty easy. In fact, he's so easy that he could be a candidate for first boss. He jumps very slowly, and then he jumps off screen. Whenever he jumps off screen, he'll do a downward drill attack to your current location. You just move left or right and you should be fine. And then after that drill attack, he comes out of the walls and then does his slash attack. If you're Zero during this boss fight, then consider it won because the Z-Blade just tears him up. Sweet. What do we get now? God, DNA. No, just tell me what the weapon is. That's another thing I hate about X5 after all the expository dialogue about the weapon connecting to your soul. They don't even freaking tell you what the weapon does. Or show you, for that matter. It might be just a slight nitpick, but still. You do have a time limit for when you get the good ending in this game. Or at least try to divert the final weapon from destroying Earth. It's kind of weird in that you get two opportunities to destroy the final weapon, first with the Enigma, and then second with a space shuttle, and oh god, it's Dynamo. Fuck. Time to bring X out for this one. Man, that smug smile, I'm gonna wipe it off your face. I like the background in this stage. There he is, the main man himself. And his boss fight is pretty good. The thing is, why couldn't they incorporate him into the stages themselves, like how they did with the X Hunters in Mega Man X2? Or even Bit and Bite in Mega Man X3. It's just, what? Why is this its own stage? And it happens twice. Anyway, enough of my complaining. Dynamo has a couple of different attacks, one of which is he'll throw his lightsaber at you and then it boomerangs back to him. He'll even jump towards you with his blade. A well-timed dash will get you underneath his slash attack. And that's about it. He'll sometimes block your Mega Buster attacks too, but it's not like he counterattacks. I told you, Dynamo has a really kick-ass theme song. Now, I don't know, the soundtrack is good, but I don't think this is my favorite X soundtrack. It seems like there's a three-way tie between X1, X4, and X6 in terms of my favorite soundtrack in the series. And then this one is second, and then all the other ones are somewhere down there. And there goes Dynamo. Don't worry, he'll be back. Anyway, back to what I was saying before I lost focus on the boss fight. There are two ways to destroy the final weapon. It's with the space cannon and then a space shuttle if the space cannon fails. And the space cannon will most certainly fail because it's always probably going to be under 50% success rate. However, using the space cannon will provide a bit of a delay in the crash, so you're given more time. It's really hard to explain, but there are different endings depending on how the satellite crashes. And also an ending for Zero, and whether or not he turns evil or not. Oh yeah, because that's a thing. So speaking of evil and Zero, I think this is the level where the Sigma virus comes into play. You'll see these purple ghostly apparitions of Sigma's heads floating about some stages, and if you're X, don't touch them, they're bad. But if you're Zero, maybe touch them. Because Zero can actually benefit from the Sigma virus. However, I'm not quite sure if this is true, but touching too many Sigma viruses as Zero might affect the ending? I have to look it up. I know it makes Zero stronger, but then again, it's also probably going to be bad for him in the long run. Anyway, we got this collectible and a Reploid, but we can't get to those two because I can't break the wood up there. I'm going to have to come back. Yeah, this game is very, very, very backtracky. That's the third stage in a row. You got these spike chandeliers, and I believe they do not kill you in one hit. But obviously the spike beds do kill you in one hit, so watch out for those. And there's the Sigma virus right here, right now. Again, if you're X, you want to keep your status normal, as indicated on the bottom left portion of the screen. Ow, I'm wearing a shield. How come it didn't work? This is Crescent Grizzly's weapon, the C shot, and you can charge it to make a shield, but they can't block bullets, so therefore it sucks. Now, rescuing Reploids does have its benefits. Some of them will give you parts, other ones will give you 1-ups. Not to the extent of X6, I feel like they give you 1-ups on every Reploid you rescue. But yeah, they do have their benefits if you pick them up. So be sure to pick them up, help a buddy out. Rescue Rangers. Chippendale. Let's see what's next up on the stage. Oh, it's the staircase from X4, except it looks 10 times worse. Oh my, why does it scroll like this? Yeah, this is where the visuals are way worse than X4. Not only do they take away the animations, but I swear everything looks way muddier and way choppier too. You remember that staircase stage, which I think was Split Mushroom? Was it Split Mushroom? I'm gonna say Split Mushroom. That staircase and how it animated was so smooth, but in this game, the staircase is just blah. You can probably tell that I don't have a real fondness for the X games after X4. X5 is blah, X6 sucks, X7 sucks even harder, and I still barely even played X8 to actually form an opinion. Maybe X8 is good? That's my one silver lining for X8 to be good. Help me, X8, you're my only hope. Which means I'm gonna have to slog through 2 more suckish games. Okay, this mini-boss is kinda tedious. You have to shoot the black core in order to do damage. It's nothing special at all. The lasers may fill the screen, but they don't do that much damage to you. You know, you can die any time of the week. Please. I don't understand what the levels are underneath the boss's health bar. Like, it's got a gigantic freaking health bar, but it says level 1 for some reason. Is it a level 1 badass? Because I'm not really feeling the badass part. But anyway, screw that staircase. We're going into more castle section. I do like the castle section in this game. It has really nice aesthetics. Now, Elliot will actually tell you something useful for once. You can use the C-shot on these laser cores here to destroy them. And there's a particular laser core you need to destroy in order to get to a Dr. Light capsule. And here we are, the Dr. Light capsule. But first I'm gonna need to destroy this thing. There we go, I was just then figuring out to use the C-shot. And here are the arm parts, which I can't use because I don't have the complete set yet. Oh, Dr. Light, why would you do that? I'm starting to wonder who the real villain of this franchise is. Even thousands and thousands of years into the future, we still don't have a damn clue of how this whole thing started. Anyway, I can complete the stage now, but I have a couple of items I need to come back for. See, like, this song is alright, but I'm not really fond of it, and it's kind of slow in my opinion. And more Sigma heads. No! It finally seems like X's past is catching up with them. Alright, here we are, the boss of the stage, Izzy Glow. Wait, what do you mean he's called Shining Firefly? But I like the other name better. God, come on! Useless name changes because Allison Court decided to get fancy with the names and Capcom changed it later. Yeah, just give me your bug juice so I can fire a cannon at a satellite. Shining Firefly is a bit of a nuisance because he likes to stay up in the air. But sometimes he'll take the opportunity to sneak up on you and just teleport right into you. I don't know Izzy Glow's weakness firsthand, so I'm just gonna use the Mega Buster. He's not really that hard. He just likes to stay in the air a lot. And also, I don't even think I have his weakness. And yes, I am trying to use their official names, but I keep defaulting to the Guns N' Roses names because it just sounds cooler. I mean, come on. Izzy Glow, Shining Firefly. Izzy Glow, Shining Firefly. I mean, seriously, Shining Firefly just sounds very tamed and G-rated. I mean, come on, what will you take? The Skyver or Spyro Pegasus? Actually, Spyro Pegasus sounds kind of cool on its own. But anyway, I've been rambling too much. Once Izzy Firefly gets into pinch mode, he'll start to shoot lasers all over the place. He also has this missile that he controls with his hands. I'm not sure how you can avoid that when it's fast like that. But with the lasers, you have to tell where Izzy Glow's about. I did it again! You have to tell where Shining Firefly is about to go and where he finishes his attacks in order to dodge accordingly. And with that, the Firefly is out of the picture. I would make a Last of Us joke, but that would seem too obvious. Anyway, we got the F laser, which I'm sure is Firefly laser? I don't know, maybe it means fuck off laser. It's basically a remote controlled missile. You just hold the direction in which the missile goes with the D-pad. But that's going to be the end of the video, except, oh wait, no it's not. Still got 2 minutes left. What am I going to do? That's right, I'm going to return to Tidal Whale. Reason being, I can finally get the Dr. Light capsule now. I could have done this earlier, but really, would I want to go to Tidal Whale stage back to back? Also, revisiting stages takes an hour away from your good ending timer, so you have to have a purpose for visiting stages in the first place. You're going to need the ice weapon you get from Tidal Whale in order to destroy the plank of wood that's blocking the way to the light capsule. And why? Why do you need the boss's weapon to go back to the same stage in order to get an item? But that's not good enough. I need to get all the armor upgrades, make an armor that will walk on spikes, then come back here a third time and get a heart tank that's behind spikes. Yep, Mega Man X5. Such a brilliantly designed game. I love it. It's the best in the series. Anyway, tune in on Friday for part 3 of Mega Man X5. I'll see you then.